Hey guys, in this video, we'll talk about the things you'll need for Phase 6. Some of the items here you will be able to flip in Phase 6, but please know that these are items that are going to be hoarded by hundreds of players, including myself, who have the same idea and will also try and turn these into a profit. So I'll just give you a couple of reasons you want to buy some of these items now and get ready for Phase 6. Before I start, I want to say that if you guys have any questions from any of my videos, come to my Twitch and I'll be happy to answer any of them. Fearstreet TV on Twitch and I'm live right now. See you guys there. Let's get started. Obviously, I came up with another spreadsheet for this and the list here is not going to be that long, but there's a lot of things to cover. For example, let's start with the NAXX attunements. Now, NAXX attunements have 3 levels. If you're exalted, it's free, and most of you, if you have mains, you're probably going to be exalted by the time NAXX is out anyway. But for those with alts, if you have alts that are honored, you're going to need 5 Arcane Crystal, 2 Nexus Crystal, and 1 Righteous Orb, along with 60 gold. Get attuned for NAXX. And if you're revered, you need 2 Arcane Crystal, 1 Nexus Crystal, and just 30 gold. Keep this in mind if you want to attune your alt for NAXX, because these are going to go up in price anyway because of tier 3. Now let's go to tier 3. Now for tier 3, you'll need, depending on what class you have, obviously, you'll need Mooncloth, Cure Rugged Hide, Arcanite Bars, and Nexus Crystal. Now let's check them out. So the thing about tier 3 set is that for any set, let's talk about the Frostfire Regalia, you will need a couple of Wharton Cloth Scraps. Now there are 3 or 4 kinds of scraps, and these drop in NAXXRAMAS trash mobs. So you'll have plenty of them when you're doing trash in Nax, and you shouldn't have to worry about this. For the crafting material, it's going to be different for every class. Like for example, if you want the Frostfire belt, you'll need 8 Wharton Cloth Scraps. You'll need 3 Mooncloth and 2 Arcane Crystals. This is for just one belt, and obviously you'll need the belt token. You can see it has the same trend for every single one of these items here, and here it gives you the total number of things you'll need if you want to go for the full tier 3 set. If you want the full tier 3 set, here you can see that you need 21 Mooncloth, 6 Cured Rugged Hide, 8 Nexus Crystal, and 3 Arcane Crystal. Now this is going to be different for all the tier sets. Let's talk about the Rogue set. For the Rogue set, you see that not only that you need some of the crafting items, like if you want the full tier 3 Rogue set, you need 42 Cured Rugged Hides and 275 of raw gold, along with 106 Wharton leather scraps. These items will go up in price a lot because, as you can see, every single class in the game is going to need a combination of these 3 items: Mooncloth, Cured Rugged Hide, Arcanite Bar, and Nexus Crystal. Sorry, 4 items. But Nexus Crystal, you can't access till Phase 5, right? So this is something you want to invest in Phase 5. What you'll need might be different because you might not need every single one of the items here. Like if you're a mage here, some of these items you might never even need. Let's say you only need the Frostfire robe from this whole tier set. All you have to do is invest in 4 Mooncloth, 2 Nexus Crystal, and you're good to go. And that's why I made this little thing here where you can track the things you buy. Let's say I'm going to buy 20 Mooncloth at the price of 20 gold each right now. And I'm going to keep them in my NAXX alt, bank alt. This is just something you can use to keep track of your investments. I hope some of you will find this useful. And if you want to use this, please just click on File and go to Make a Copy. And then you'll get your own version of this whole spreadsheet, and you can edit that in any way you want. And this spreadsheet will be available in my Phase 6 channel of my Discord server. So next thing I want to talk about is Elemental Water. Pretty straightforward. You'll need this for Greater Frost Protection Potion, which you'll need for only 2 bosses in NAXXRAMAS. And those 2 bosses are Sephiron and Kel'Thuzad. You'll need a lot of Greater Frost Protection Potion because let's assume that you wipe a couple of times, because I'm pretty sure most of us will wipe. And we'll need at least 2 or 3 of this for just one fight. For the first one, we want to pre-pot before the fight starts, and then we want to use 2 of them after the fight, because Sephiron has an aura which deals 600 frost damage every second. And the only way to deal with that is Frost Protection Potion and Frost Resist gear, which I'm going to start talking about right now. Here you can see that to craft any Frost Resist gear, whether it be cloth, plates, chain, or leather, you're going to need Essence of Water for each and every of them. So let's say you want to make a Glacial Glove for your Frost Resist set. You'll need 4 Essence of Water and 4 of Bolt of Runecloth and Iron Web Spider Silk. You can get all of these right now, except Frozen Rune. Frozen Rune you can get in random walls in NAXXRAMAS, and you'll also need an item called Word of Thawing to be able to collect these Frozen Runes. So keep an eye out for that when Nax is out. Now let's talk about Grave Moss. Well, Grave Moss is going to be needed for Greater Shadow Protection Potion. So if you're watching this in Phase 4, I recommend buying a lot of these because this is when it's going to be cheap. If you're watching this in Phase 5, the chances are this has already gone up in price a little bit. So same thing for Fused Wiring, Firefin Snapper, and Fire Bloom. If you're watching this in Phase 5, the prices of these items have already spiked. The reason I mentioned these items here is because you'll need consumables for Nax. You can't say that you won't need consumables because obviously you don't need consumables for anything, just like you don't need gear to be able to do 11-pack ZG boost. You can do it naked. I have done it naked, but you want consumables to do this, is what I'm trying to say. Now, Phase 6 is really going to revolve around 4 things: Attunement, Tier 3 sets, consumables, Frost Resistance. If you can prepare for these 4 things, you're already ready for Nax. So I covered Attunement, I covered Tier 3, I covered Frost Resistance. Now, as you know, the only thing that's left is raiding consumables. Now, I can't really fit that subject into this one video. Maybe I'll make a separate video for raiding consumables, like a checklist you're going to need for every class. A few things in common that you'll need for raiding are Greater Protection Potions. You'll need Greater Frost Protection Potion, you'll need Greater Fire Protection Potion, Shadow, and Nature. And you'll also need Chillwind Echo to give you Juju Chill, which will give you 15 Frost Resist for 10 minutes. You'll need this for Saffron and Kel'Thuzad, and these are really cheap right now. These are going to spike up in price for Phase 6. And Crystal Basilic Spine. This is actually something you can farm as a level 35. This is a 10 Frost and Shadow Resist item that drops from Crystal Spine Basilics in STV. And this is also something you can farm up for Phase 6. And the only other consumable everyone else might need are Large Venom Stack for the Elixir of Poison Resistance, or Jungle Remedy and Powerful Anti-Venom for poisoned spells. So the Spider Boss actually has a spell that'll cast Necrotic Poison on the target, which will reduce healing done by 90%. So you can use any one of these 3 consumables to deal with that debuff. And that's all I have today for the videos. Thank you for watching. Here is the meme of the day. If you want your meme to be selected and be put at the end of my videos, just go to my Discord, find the WoW meme section, and post your memes there. And a big thank you to Mass Friction and Pop Juicy for supporting me on Patreon. If you guys want, please consider supporting me on Patreon. You guys get early access to all of my videos, and you guys get your name mentioned at the end of my videos, just like this. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time, peace.